Hi, and welcome to Midnight Monday Motivation. I am Tiffany R. Easley, your source strategist, teaching you how to live the life of your dreams by soaring beyond the drama, trauma, and challenges of life. Guys, I am so excited about today. I have to tell you first what happened to me. So, today I had a coffee meeting scheduled at 1 o'clock. And honestly, I did not want to go. I just wanted to finish with church, relax, and just chill to prepare for my work week. Well, suffice to say, I did not give in to wanting to chill. I got up and I got dressed and I got ready for my meeting. And unfortunately, the meeting didn't take place. However, I realized it wasn't meant to take place because there was something dynamic that really happened. So, as I was waiting for the person to show up, I began to write down the points I wanted to talk about in today's Midnight Monday Motivation. And I finished writing down those points, and my server walked over and I said to him, I said, I just thank you so much for being an amazing server. I was like, your smile is amazing, and you just have treated me with such great service. And so he said, thank you. He bought me the bill, and I paid the bill, and then I asked to speak to his manager. Well, usually when somebody asks for the manager, it's bad, but all I wanted to do was to share with the manager how good of a job my server did so that he could hear the good things versus the bad things. And so I shared with the manager how much I enjoyed coming to the establishment, how much I enjoyed their product. Every time I eat there or have coffee there, I am always pleased. I never have a complaint. So that turns into this long dialogue between he and I about who they are and what they do. And there's a whole arm about this business that I did not know. So I don't normally come on and talk about particular businesses, but guys, I know this is a God thing, and it ties right into the Midnight Monday Motivation. So before I go into it, I just want to share something with you. So Ascension Around the World is a book that they have in their establishment, and they gave it to me after sharing their story. So this is I guess you could say a best kept secret. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but when I do go for coffee, I go to Ascension. I love the atmosphere in every establishment that I've been to. I've been to 3 of them in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I believe that they have 9 total now, and it's always a great establishment. Their service is impeccable. They treat you like royalty. It doesn't matter how packed it is. They treat you like you're the only person in there, and I love that. So we talked about their vision behind what they do and why they do what they do, and I learned so much from them. And I asked the particular manager of that location if I could just share that with my video audience, because I left there knowing it was not happenstance that my client didn't show up. It was not happenstance that the meeting didn't occur, because I actually wasn't there to meet with them. I was actually there to learn that Ascension Coffee is really doing what they've been called to do, and that is what we're going to talk about today. They are unapologetically being who they are. So today's Monday motivation is simply this: it's time for you to unapologetically be. It's that simple. It's time for you to be who you were created to be and stop apologizing for it. Now, when I thought about this topic, like I said, I was sitting in the coffee shop, I was writing down my notes, and I really didn't even know the story behind Ascension. But as I got their story, it really solidified why I had chosen the topic. So if you've followed me for a while, you've heard me talk about being authentic, being bold, and getting clarity. But today I want to add a different third point here. I want you to learn that being authentic, being bold, and being you is a must. Stop trying to be somebody that you were not created to be. You are enough. You are good enough. You are just what God needs to fulfill His purpose through you in the earth. So I need you to recognize that it's time for you to unapologetically be. Be authentic, be bold, and be you. Authenticity is real, guys. I struggled with that for so long, and I still struggle. I have a dynamic circle of people who really, truly love me, hold me accountable, and really help me to show up. But what I love most about those individuals is that they appreciate who I really am. They're comfortable with me being who I am. They do not want me to back down. They do not want me to sound like them, look like them, operate like them. They want me to be my authentic self. And then they help me to be bold. There's times where I struggle to get on and do what I've been called to do, which is share empowerment, share motivation, share what I'm going through and how I worked through the issues or the concerns to help other people. They're right there cheering me on. And they also encourage me to be me, that I'm not a mistake, that I am perfect the way I am and nothing needs to change. Now, when I say perfect, I don't mean perfect in the sense of the word I can't grow or I don't need to change or I can't develop into something better. But I'm saying that being me and continuing to grow and to develop myself and to develop who God created me to be is a good thing, and that I can continue to be who I am as He's perfecting me to do what He's called me to do. So being unapologetically who you were created to be starts with being authentic, being bold, and being who you are. Then this is the where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. Once you learn to do that, it's important for you to share your gift. Now, this is what I found to be interesting. What is a gift? You know, we hear it in the church and we talk about it in the church, but I really went and looked up that word to give you a working definition so you can apply it. A gift is when you endow someone with power, quality, or an attribute. What has God gifted you with? What is the power, the quality, or the attribute He's given you to bless somebody else with? That's your gift. Are you using it? Let me tell you something. All the things, the gifts that God's given me, I used to want to tuck them away and hide them and not use them and not share them. Why? Because I was waiting for someone else to validate me. I was waiting for someone else to say, it's okay, you can do it, you're doing it right. But guess what? There is an audience of one who's already approved my gift. No one else has to approve your gift. So when you recognize your gift, you have a responsibility to show up and to give that gift to the world. So remember, your gift is an endowment of some type of power, quality, or attribute. Are you using your gift? Well, you may say, I'm not really sure how to do that. Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm going to give you 3 steps. First thing, show up. When you recognize what your gift is, show up. I have known for years what my gift is, but again, I was so focused on other people validating me and my gift that I wouldn't show up and do what I know I've been called to do. I would be in places sometimes, guys, and it would literally be, I would have to hold myself to a seat because I felt the need to share, because I felt that the Lord had given me a word or just wanted me to love on somebody, and I wouldn't do it because of other people. I no longer do that. If I'm led to share, to love on somebody, to give somebody a hug, to give somebody an encouraging word, I do it. Now, I do it in order, but I do it. So show up. The next thing is stand up. You have to stand up for yourself when no one else is willing to stand up for you. I struggle with that too. Why? Because other people will say, Tiffany, don't do it right now. Tiffany, let me see your work before you do this. Let me see your work before you post it. Let me see your notes before you speak. Let me do this. Let me do that. And I forgot, I am doing this for an audience of one. And when he gives me the approval, I don't have to seek approval or permission from other people. So I began to stand up. I'll tell you something. The book that I just released, guys, was one of the most difficult books I've ever penned. And I still am struggling with how to share it with the world. It's a struggle for me to post about it. It's a struggle for me to share links about it. And you want to know why? Because so many people in my former circle always wanted to say, do it this way, do it that way. Nope, you got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. But I realized my former circle was full of people who haven't even written books. My former circle was full of people who are not even doing what I'm doing. So how is it their message or their impartation is valid? And then God sent me angels here on earth who are showing up and standing up and doing what they've been called to do, who have authored books, who are pouring into other people, who are doing it unapologetically, and are showing others how to do it. Why? Because they're doing point number 3. They're serving other people. That's the key. When I was having the conversation with the manager today at Ascension, I literally was just so excited at the fact that they serve before being served. So they serve their baristas, they serve their servers, they serve other people, and that's why it exudes as excellence when you go into their establishment. When I tell you today, I am so full and so confident in knowing that I no longer am apologizing for being who I am. I am no longer apologizing for showing up at midnight on Mondays or on Wednesday nights at 9 and sharing what I've been given to share with the world. That is not everybody. It's not for everybody, but it is for those individuals who need to know the importance of soaring beyond drama, trauma, and challenges of life. And I'm okay with that. So my encouragement for you today is to unapologetically be. Unapologetically be authentic, be bold, be you. Learn to show up, stand up, and serve. And you want to know something? It finally hit home for me today as I was leaving Ascension, because what they're doing sums it up for even all of us. Their purpose and their passion, which is service, is producing an opportunity for other people. Guys, that's all I wanted to share today. Was I really want you to do some inner me work. I want you to think about, are you really unapologetically being you? It's time to stop apologizing for who you are and for the gift that you are to the world. You are a gift to the world. You are worth it. You deserve it, and your time is now. So I hope that you have an amazing Monday, a fantastic week, and I hope you'll consider coming along on the journey to soar beyond, because it's an interesting journey. Let me just say this really quickly in closing. The journey to soar beyond teaches you how to take the drama, trauma, and challenges of life and really walk out the process of going through that so that you can live the life of your dreams. Drama, trauma, and challenges are difficult. And if we get stuck in them, we will never reach our full potential. So come along on the journey. I'll be sure to leave the link on how you can order the book. And soon we're going to have some small group discussions so we can walk through that together. Again, have an amazing day. Continue to soar. And until next time, remember, you can have the life of your dreams if you're willing to put in the inner me work and soar beyond the drama, trauma, and challenges. Have an amazing day.